horrific posts, like the infamous Parasite Man, a guy who got his kicks by intentionally infecting as many people as he could, including himself, with various parasites. He confessed to doing things like dropping his tapeworm eggs, or as he called them, his children, onto food in buffets, or into people's drinks when they weren't looking, thereby giving them parasites. Yeah, like I said, horrific. Sometimes the OP feels guilty about what they're confessing to. Sometimes they don't, and just want to tell random strangers on the internet a story they can't tell anyone in their real lives. There are, after all, things you can't talk about with those closest to you, and we all have our little secrets. Just over a year ago, however, someone posted one of their big secrets, and with a title like this, you know we're in for a dark read. The post was made by user Mesk997, and it began, fittingly, with a backstory. Mesk997 wrote about how in the past, they'd set up a store on the deep web, selling certain illicit substances, let's put it like that. They figured this would be easy money, a get-rich-quick scheme that didn't involve going into the real world and dealing with risky clients in empty parking lots. Not exactly a righteous road to walk down in life, of course, but stories from moral people generally don't make for interesting reads on r/confession. After they had successfully launched their small store, Mesk said that he met a new contact who could get him anything he wanted. New products opened his store up to a whole bunch of new clients. One of these new products was fentanyl, which we'll call F, something that looks almost identical to another, much weaker product called methadone, which we'll call M. M was very popular, the much stronger F less so. Then he got to his confession. Long story short, my Excel messed up, or I messed up, and about 7 people's M orders were filled in as F orders. They all went out. I didn't notice, and kept doing my thing for a few days. After about 5 days, someone contacted me and told me their friend had died from my M. I immediately called Bull, and went to check my order log and scale up how much M I had left. Well, I had about 11 grams more than I should have. I still don't know how it could have happened. I went to check my order log on the market to see if anyone had finalized on their purchase, and a couple of them were, but none from a specific day, including the person that messaged me. No one that purchased them that day had finalized their orders. The market I was on also had a feature to see the user's last activity, and none of them had logged in at least 3 days. It was at that point that Mesk997 knew what he had done. His mistake had cost the lives of at least 5 people. I sold the rest of my stuff, converted my Bitcoin to cash, and moved away. Didn't speak to anyone for weeks. Found a job in a restaurant, living in a city I always wanted to. I haven't had anything to do with that life since then. I still think about them, every night. I saved their names and Googled them a few days later. I was able to find info on 4 customers that definitely died. One customer shared it with a friend. They both died. I don't know why I'm even posting this. Mainly because I have no one to tell, and even if I did, I don't think I could. The user ended the post by saying that their mistake had made them withdraw from society and become reclusive. People I used to know have distanced themselves immensely, and I know it's because I'm a shell of my former self. Maybe making this post will help me feel better. This whole incident clearly had a huge effect on Mesk. Whether you feel sorry for him or any of his customers is up to you, but his open confession certainly gets you thinking. Like I said, we all have our secrets, some of us darker ones than others, and if there's one thing this entire subreddit will have you wondering, it's this. What secrets could my nearest and dearest be hiding from me?